This is not even a real ponytail, so please don't ask me. I just threw this in. I didn't even put it on right. You know how the braiding hair has that rubber band in the middle? I just bobby pinned it right here and just, because we're going to fake it. Okay? Queens, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back with the beat. I did record because I was getting a lot of questions on my last fall look with the chocolate lip. So yeah, I decided to do something different with the same brand because I love the matte lip. Like, if you haven't tried matte lipstick, fall, winter, that's the time to start trying it out. And they're so fire, because I did want to keep it beginner friendly. So it's very, very simple, nothing too hard. So if you like this look, keep on watching, because yours is going to be even better. Okay, even better. I'm the blueprint. I don't know how things are going to turn out, and when it turns out well, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all can rewind. Y'all can, you know what I'm saying? So your face is going to be so much better. So let's get into the video of this beautiful fall look. Beautiful glowy fall look. So I started off with my setting powder by Beauty Bakery, and I'm just brushing those through my brows so they can absorb any extra oil so that my brows can, you know, stick and not have a sheen to it. We don't want oily brows. This is e.l.f. pomade. Started under my brow first, creating my arch, and then I fill it in. I'm not going to do too much talking on the brows because I have videos, all my videos, makeup videos have my brows on it. So I am using this pomade, which I actually love. So I might start gravitating towards pomades because I like the finished look. But yes, if you're doing a pomade, you definitely need to make sure you brush your brows throughout to make sure it's evenly in your brows and, like, you know, so brush your brows. These concealers that I'm using are going to be e.l.f. All the concealers, even the concealers that I'm using a little bit for foundation, they're all e.l.f. and they're the hydrating concealers. They do have matte concealers, but this is the hydrating concealer, so you don't have to rush when you're blending these out as fast. Make sure you blend out that concealer. Blend it out. So I'm prepping my lids for my eyeshadow, making sure everything is blended out. For my transition color, I'm using a fluffy blending brush. The fluffy blending brush will make your job so much easier if you're a beginner. So we're just going to add that first transitional color and making sure the edges are blended very, very well. Now we're going to use a deeper color and we're going to use a smaller blending brush. I think this is an e.l.f. brush. The brush before was a Morphe brush, but I'm just making sure I create that shape with the darker color. And then you will see me going back with the transitional color, making sure I blend out the edges. And I'm going to just let you see. Here I'm using my transitional color to blend out the darker color. Like, if you can see it, you can see the orange. And I'm just packing it on, making sure that it's blended well. But we really want to make sure the edges are blended out. And don't be scared to go past the beginning of your eyelid. Like, do not be scared of that. See, this is where y'all normally stop. Any lighter concealer will do the job. Just dab a little bit on. This is a Real Techniques concealer brush. And I'm just tapping it on, letting my brush absorb the product. and then I kind of shape it. And then once I get the desired shape that I want, I kind of blend out the inner corner. So this is an easy eyeshadow look. If you want to do a pop of color, you just change whatever color you want to use. But yeah, if you're struggling with cut crease, because cut crease is kind of tedious, you know, especially if you have hooded eyelids like I do. I don't want to spend all day on cut crease because I want it to be as perfect as I can get it. But like I have hooded eyelids, it's a whole nother thing. But anyways, this is easy. You just put your concealer on there, blend it out. Right now, I'm using my small blending brush just to make sure I clean up. Before you put your color on, you make sure your concealer is blending out. I went back and blended out my concealer because it started to crease. I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush and I am patting the color on first. I want to pack the color on. The concealer is a little tacky, so it's going to pick up the pigmentation of the eyeshadow. I know you heard this a million times, but blend sis. We just making sure that our underneath the brows and everything is blended kind of soft. Don't really have tricks for the liner. I hate putting on liner. I love them with certain looks. But when you're putting your liner on, just make sure your eyes are kind of low so you can, you know, see exactly how it's going to sit when they're closed. If you're struggling with eyelashes, put your lash glue on your lash first. Then grab the middle of the lash, put it on the middle of your lid, and then connect the ends. So you will know where the middle sits, so you won't have too much on the ends. This is e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is my first time using it, but I've heard so many good reviews on it, so I'm not even worried. This is the same concealer, Deep Cinnamon, that I use underneath my brows. I used it in my eyebrows because it's not too dark and it's not too light. It's okay to do top and bottom with that. But I wouldn't get any lighter than that on the top of my brows. I'm not going to talk too much on the face, you know, but for beginners, you will probably use your foundation. I'm extra, so I just went ahead and cut corners with all of the concealers. But you would use your one foundation, make sure it's on your face, and then you'll go back and add your contour or your bronzer. Beauty blenders really make your job easy. If you're a beginner, beauty blenders make your job very easy. Very, very easy. And also, I am using different sides of my beauty blender. I have 3 different sides, so I'm not using the same side that I use for my brighter concealer for the darker one to mimic my foundation. I'm not using those same sides. I'm being extra, so I'm adding a little bit of more brightness, but that is optional. Okay, you do not have to add that because that face was already flawless. Okay. Right now, I'm just making sure the edges of the concealer on my nose is blending out so it'll sit well with my contour later on. But right now, I'm using Beauty Bakery flour to set my concealer. All I'm doing is really making sure that's in my skin. I don't bake. I just like to set, so I set. This is Black Radiance Contour Kit, I think medium. I'm just using the darker brown as like a bronzer. So I'm just warming my skin back up. And then I'm dusting away extra powder. I added a little bit of that transition color underneath. And I just sprayed my face, and I like to tap in my setting spray with a light fluffy brush. The same bronzer that I use, I'm just doing a light nose contour. I add a little bit of like a burnt orange blush on top of my bronzer. I added my highlight, which is the same highlight from the contour kit. Yes. My nose, my cupid's bow. Yes. And this is Sienna from the Glow Up. Matte liquid lipsticks are fire. So if you haven't caught one yet, because I've been using them for like the last couple of pictures lately. Fire. Very beautiful color. Make sure you let it dry, girl. I added a little bit of brown liner to the corner parts and the bottom of my lip and blended it out. And here's the finished look. If this is not giving you fall, honey, look, the lips. It's the lips for me. It ended up looking very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. I definitely added my subtle highlight. It's one notch for being a little too much, but it's whoop, whoop, whoop. But yeah, so this look came out lovely. The lip, one thing I did know that I wanted to use before I did this face was this lip. Okay, so Sienna is it. Girl, switch it up. Give the people what they want. Give the people what they want. So go ahead and get you a Sienna, because it's beautiful. So don't beat me up because I didn't record it because it's not a real hairstyle. It's not. Okay? Let me go ahead and show you what is going on. Really ghetto. Don't come at me because we're going to fake it. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, go ahead and thumbs me up. Look out for the rest of the videos. It's going to be a lot of looks because I'm about to get it popping.